There are a few problems that you need to be aware of when you're designing a website that could introduce problems for people who are navigating exclusively with a keyboard. These could include things like a focus indicator. For example, if you see hovering over the skip to content link, there is a box around it. That would be a focus. And then navigation order. So the order that you're navigating through the page, if I were to go from skip to content to the W3C image, for example, that is an unexpected navigation order. And then also items that shouldn't receive keyboard focus. For example, let's say if we had just a picture that was receiving keyboard focus, a regular picture versus something that is an actual link. That might be an unexpected element. And then also if we have an extremely long navigation menu, but no skip to content link, that might be something that's very inaccessible because if someone just wants to read the content, they don't want to have to go through an entirely, 40 long navigation menu just to get to the content. So in order to be extremely accessible, we want to have the skip to content link. So in order to make sure that we can make a web page accessible for keyboard users, what we need to have is logical ordering of our tabs. We need to have every single element to be keyboard navigation when necessary. For example, any forms and any other interactive elements, they should all be accessible through a keyboard, meaning we shouldn't have any links that we can't get to. We shouldn't have any collapsible menus that we can't expand. And we shouldn't have any blocks of content that we can't get to by using the keyboard. I'm just going to do a quick little run through of this website and show you a few examples of things that we need to make sure are accessible through a keyboard. So I'm going to skip to the main content here, and I'll just skip through a few of these links. So all of these are the ones that we need to make sure are all accessible. So I'm just tabbing through these, and this is good right here. So one thing that we need to make sure is also a focusable element. This is a video link here, so that's something that is working well. I can tab through all of these, and it has a focusable element, which is great. I'm going through this, and if I go a little, one of the bigger issues coming up right here is the collapsible menu. So something that is really important is the fact that I can expand and collapse it. So if I could not interact with this element, that would be a huge accessibility problem because I'd be missing a lot of content there. So I can expand it, and then I can query through all of this information, and I can read all of that there. If I wasn't able to expand it, I'd be missing out on all of that information. So that was just a quick review of a keyboard navigation, and I encourage you to run through a website or two and test and see what you can find.